Go, guys. Let's get in.
All right. Let's see here. Oh, boy.
Okay. Well, it's ready. There they go.
Determined.
Mild-mannered. I saw his interview earlier. Seemed like a pretty quiet guy. Said he was surprised to be here. Surprised that he made it this far.
Really?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right.
We got a tombstone here.
Right away with the tombstone.
Let's see here. Molt's already went ahead and put down the minions, so I feel like his deck might be a little bit light. Dropping the skeleton army.
Skeleton army and minions. I'm excited to see what Molt's brought. What's Molt's brought to the table here. He's going to go full elixir in a second. We'll see what he's got. Minion horde.
That's a big
and the
commitment
miner.
right there.
There we go. So there's the miner down. And
but one minion does get through.
That's all it takes to do a lot of damage. Look at that. That's about 800 off that tower right there with just one minion. That's all you really need.
We don't usually see a full minion horde. That's such a big commitment. It could be easily taken out right there.
Yeah, that's something we've seen. There
and
it is.
The giant skeleton.
There's the Molt surprise, the giant skeleton. He told me earlier he was going to be rocking the giant skeleton, and here we go.
This is a card we just don't see played often anymore at all on the ladder.
And it's so dangerous, though. You get that giant skeleton to the tower, and it is just a world of hurt for your opponent. He's trying to get it there.
Right there, but automatically gets stopped out.
Yep. The miner's there, and Molt taken. That miner didn't lock onto the tower.
No, he kept it busy.
It was looked like it was on those archers. Didn't get any hit points off that tower.
One thing that giant skeleton did with the benefiting was take out that mega minion from getting anything.
Yep, that's huge. That right there, that bomb affecting ground and air.
We still don't know what Molt's last card is, but we definitely know he's going to be trying his absolute best to push that giant skeleton towards any tower.
The golem. Molt's giving the thumbs up. He's ready. He's got the skeleton army split down both sides.
Giant skeleton set up here.
Yep. So we're going to see some giants meeting on the bridge or close to it. Tombstone as well.
This looks real tough because we have a golem coming down here. How is he going to go ahead and stop that?
Yeah, I'm wondering what Molt's last card is. There it is. There's the Inferno Tower.
Graveyard coming on Colton, though.
So, yep. So Molt saving that Inferno Tower. That was key. He had to have something there to stop that golem. Sure enough, there goes the bomb from the giant skeleton. Kind of blew up harmlessly. He's taking a lot of damage on that right tower.
But that graveyard did do some good beneficial damage for Colton right there.
A defensive miner, and that is a sign of a tough push.
Oh, he's keeping him busy right now with that ice.
Yeah, those tombstones though, they're going to be tough for the giant skeleton to deal with.
This is such an ancient deck with the entire minion horde. This is something you played in the 2000s.
Just in time, and the graveyard one more time though. Skeleton army, good counter.
No, that's
if it doesn't get zapped out of the way, the skeleton army pretty much holds off the entire graveyard.
That graveyard's not going to be able to get any contact because that.
Very effective use of the skeleton army right there. If it gets zapped, you're in big trouble. If you can get it to survive like that, great card.
Going to sudden death here now. This is looking very tough here for Molt because we have a whole golem coming down here. We know he has an Inferno, but
Colton's tombstone's making a virtual graveyard over there. He had two up at a time. There's the graveyard.
Let's see, he's going to be able to slip into skeleton over here to defend that.
Miner one more time.
Oh boy, that is getting so many hits right now on Molt's tower. He's taking it down almost to 600.
Oh, that's tough. The minions trying to defend. The giant skeleton's bomb took out the mega minion, or that would have been the tower. The mega minion was right on top of the tower.
We're still determined to get that push right here.
Another golem moving through. He's got, there's the minion horde again. That's going to grind down the golem. Zap spell's not going to stop them.
I feel like the problem we're having here is that golem, you know? He's not able to push through it.
There's the graveyard. Oh, skeleton army's there in time, but this time the log is there. The log wipes out the skeleton army, and that's going to be it for that tower.
That graveyard's going to go ahead and liquidate that tower and not give him the chance.
That's what we're talking about.
Taking the first game.
Yep. All the difference in the world. Stopping that skeleton army counter to the graveyard. If you've got a zap, or like we saw the log, just stops it.
Wow. You know, I mean, like, you know, a giant skeleton. We just don't see that anymore. It would be a surprise to see that come back into like a good win here, but I feel like the problem here on Molt's side was just the fact that Colton was pushing a golem the whole time.
Well, what can you do for the giant skeleton to make him viable?
I feel like cycling through correctly.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's probably one of the most underused cards. And like I say pretty often, the cards that you see the most frequently, you're likely to see at some point maybe a nerf. The cards that you almost never see, you're likely to see a buff. I would not be surprised at some point in the future from the Clash Royale team if we saw a bit of a buff to the giant skeleton, because we just don't see enough of it.
Yeah.
But it's an exciting card.
Absolutely. I don't see a lot of people that play the giant skeleton, but people that I do see play it, they play really good with it. It's
true.
Well, we're definitely gonna see it again in game 2 with Molt, who's not changing his deck, and of course Colton W has to change his deck. It is 1-0 right now. Are we gonna lose another YouTuber? Let's find out in game 2.
All right, let's see here. We're going to start up right away with a minion horde push, but that's completely stopped out by arrows.
Colton had the arrows ready and just immediately annihilated Molt.
Right now is because he knew that was probably going to come on for him.
That would have been a crazy push right there with the miner and the minion horde. It just didn't work out.
We have a skeleton army with a barrel of goblins coming in here for him. Let's see if those barrel goblins are going to get, and they actually do get some significant damage.
Yep, and you can see that Molt's made some inroads on Colton's tower, about 500 hit points off that tower.
If he can keep doing those kind of positives, he's going to be good. We have a giant coming here.
Giant right on the river, an aggressive drop. Molt immediately counters.
Keeping it busy, but we have a lightning coming in here.
Spell.
And that's not going to even help him out here. That Inferno is done.
Yeah, as he cycles, he's trying to get back around to
that giant is going to be able to take it out unattended for another second.
There's the minion horde. You knew that was coming, but look at the giant. 226 left
Oh my goodness,
tower.
the arrows are obviously going to be coming in there, taking out that very expensive push.
Yeah, that was tough right there. So just less than 2 minutes left. So we're still relatively early in this battle.
We are, but the thing is, Molt's got his tower down to 226 HP, and the fact of the matter is, he's going to have to bait out his arrows.
Yeah, those arrows are tough. You can see that Molt's brought the skeleton army and the minion horde, but Colton, almost like he knew what was coming, has the arrows ready to completely wipe out either one of those cards.
It's not something we see often, but we have a barbarian army.
Yep, you've got barbs from Colton. Here comes the goblin barrel.
Oh, look at the jinx him out.
I like that placement. That was great placement. Anticipating the log, anticipating maybe the arrows.
He did miss one, but that's a good play right there. Sometimes he'll throw it in the corner.
Another river giant. This time quick, though. Quick counter with the minion horde. There they go.
Arrows coming in right there, hot quick. That giant also, I feel, he's going to be getting some positive hits.
A shot off on the tower. Looks like 2 fists hit that tower. So again, Colton knows that he's got that right tower with a lightning spell.
I feel like he's definitely got himself in a good advantage here. I feel like he's just waiting it out because he does have a lightning for him. I feel like he might wait that last second just to take him out.
Goblin barrel in the corner, this time countered by the log right away.
With 35 seconds left, this is where the pressure is going to be really building up on Molt's side here.
Yeah, it's tough. Molt realizes he's up against it because Colton obviously has the lightning spell in his hand. There it goes.
But he's not using it
on the left.
He's using it on the opposite side here.
Yep. Uses it on the left-hand side. And with 20 seconds left, Molt pushing the goblin barrel, this time right on the tower.
He does get some connecting hits, but we got 15 seconds left. And all Colton has to do necessarily is just cycle through the lightning.
Yep, 226 left on that tower.
Arrows coming in.
To 128.
A log coming in. Going to be taking the tower down just to a measly 24 HP. And we knew that was going to be coming.